Every firefighter dreams of busting down the door of a burning building, running in, finding a kid trapped in the flames, and carrying him out to safety. Or standing outside of that burning building, holding a 200-foot-long hose, spraying 250 PSA of water, so much force that it takes 2 people to hold it. This is a peak moment in a firefighter's career. When most people think of firefighting, that's what they think of. Even Google would agree. These are the pictures that Google came up with when I searched for firefighters. I asked my 5-year-old cousin, who's here on the left, what I do, and she replied, "You're a firefighter." I asked her what firefighters do, and she said, "They put out fires." How many of you guys would agree? Most of you, right? Well, for the next 10 minutes, I am going to try to convince you that a firefighter's job is not to put out fires. Let me start out with some facts. So last year, the Archbold Fire Department responded to 977 calls. 129 of them were fire-related, and only about 5% of that involved large fires, which came out to 8 total fires throughout the year. So, if firefighters aren't people that put out fires, what are they? Let me start out with some more things that firefighters are not. First of all, firefighters are not reckless. You're probably thinking, well, firefighters break down doors, windows, roofs. They literally run into burning buildings. But everything that a firefighter does at a fire scene is for a purpose. We have strict protocols and a really high focus on safety, making sure that the people involved, the firefighters, the police officers, the EMTs are all safe, and we're trained how to handle fires safely. Second, firefighters are not lazy. I had somebody ask me the other day, so if you don't have any fires, what do you guys do all day? Do you just sit around and watch movies? So we definitely do not. There are so many things that we do during the day, so I'm going to name a couple. First, we work with schools, businesses, and the general public. We train people in fire awareness and prevention. We give certifications for the public. We provide people with first aid, CPR, and stop the bleed certifications. We also do a lot of scenario trainings with the fire department to make sure that we're prepared for anything that we might encounter on the field. As well as we do a lot of washing fire trucks. We do a lot of maintenance and upkeep of our vehicles and equipment, making sure that all of our trucks are fully stocked and that nothing is out of date. As well as we keep the station clean and organized, ready to go as soon as the tones drop. You're probably like, okay, Becca, you told me that firefighters don't put out fires. Firefighters are not lazy, and they're not reckless. So you're probably thinking, okay, so what are firefighters? Let me give you a couple things that we are. First of all, firefighters are underpaid. 70% of firefighters in the US are volunteer, which means that they make no pay to minimum wage. Because of that, so many firefighters are quitting the profession due to the mental, physical, and emotionally draining aspects of the job, as well as it being really dangerous. So there is a national shortage of firefighters expected in the next few years, which is really scary because if your house is on fire and you call 911 and no one shows up, then we have a really big problem. Next, firefighters are highly trained. We spend hundreds of hours in training and take courses such as fire science and safety, incident command, hazmat, and search and rescue so that we know exactly what to do no matter the situation we encounter. Next, firefighters are medical professionals. So going back to the pie chart that I showed you, 89% of calls in Archbold last year were medical related, having nothing to do with fire. So most fire departments in the US recommend, and some even require, dual certification for firefighters to also be EMTs, which are the people that work on an ambulance. Why? Because imagine you save somebody from a fire or pull them out of a car after a car crash. You don't want to take the time to call an ambulance to get out there and help the person. If the firefighters are certified in that, they can help them immediately at the scene and have a way higher chance of saving that person's life. In emergency situations, every second counts. So having the firefighters already certified in medical procedures can save someone's life. Next, firefighters are selfless. Firefighters show up anytime, day or night, rain or shine, 110 degrees or negative 30 degrees. If you call, we show up within 5 minutes. Firefighters risk their lives for people they have never met. They put blood, sweat, and tears into the effort to save people and keep them alive. We sacrifice ourselves to help people on the worst day or night of their lives. So in conclusion, firefighters are not just people who put out fires. They are so much more. We are selfless, brave, dedicated. We respond to medical emergencies, car accidents, hazardous material incidents, and countless other situations where people need help. Being a firefighter isn't just about extinguishing flames. It's about protecting and serving the community and being there for people on the worst days of their lives. Thank you.